Hello everyone, welcome to your channel Data Science Studio, and today we are going to start with day 9 of Essential Python Programming for Data Science. And today we are going to talk about two important concepts. One is abstraction, another one is encapsulation. So let's get started. So when we talk about abstraction, it is one of the important OOPS principle, and in Python we can implement it using the ABC class, which is abstract base class. In abstract class, the methods inside it contains only the definition, and the implementation part is actually defined in the child class that inherits the abstract class. So let's see that with an example. Another important point of abstract class is they cannot be initialized, and we cannot create objects of an abstract class. We can only do inheritance in that case. So let's say that I have this class ABC, which is an abstract class, and in this one I am defining it as a abstract method, which is sales number. Now what will happen is, as soon as I define the class as abstract class, I cannot create object of this class. I can only inherit this class, and the implementation will be different for different classes. So let's say I have this class brand A, and in case of brand A, I am initializing two variables X and Y, and I am multiplying that. Another implementation is brand B, where I am initializing three variables. So I am using the same sales number method of the parent class, which is the abstract class, and I am having a different implementation. So let's run this one by one. If I run this, you can see that in the first one, it says the total sales is 200, which is 20 into 10. In the second case, it is saying is as 6000, which is 10 into 20 into 30. Now, what we can check is, if I try to create an object of the sales class, it will throw an error. So we'll just check it out. So if I do So if I try to create an object of abstract class, it will throw me an error, which says that you can't instantiate abstract class sales with the abstract method sales number. So that is the idea of abstract methods. So abstract methods or classes are used when you have lot of methods and functionalities, and you just have to inherit it. So if you have to use abstract class, you have to inherit it in the derived class. Now let's talk about encapsulation. So encapsulation is another important concept that bundles your both data and methods into one single unit, and it is the implementation is important in the perspective that the objects actually become self-sufficient and they can work on their own. Now encapsulation in Python can be performed in three different ways. One is your public, another one is your private, and third one is your protected members. So these are the implementations by which the encapsulation can be implemented. Now when we talk about public members, you can access the own class objects, and you can access it from the derived class, and you can access it from the objects or the instance. So let's say that I have a example over here. Here I am defining this public encapsulation class, which is initializing two variables price and brand. Now I am deriving that public encapsulation class, and I am printing the price as well. Now here is the implementation. So I am actually creating the public encap class object, and I am passing the variable. So I can access the class with the object. That's what is mentioned over here. Access is possible from own class, derived class, and object. So I can create an object, and I can print the value of it as well. and I can create an object. I can create an object of derived class as well, and I can print that as well. So if I run it, you can see that it is printing the brand is Maruti, which is I am accessing the brand of the base class, which is the parent class, and I am accessing the price from the derived class. So that's what it is meant. Access is possible from own class, derived class, and from the object as well. Now we'll talk about private members. So in case of private members, access is possible from own class but not from derived class or object. So you cannot create objects out of this. So for example, if I have to initialize the variables as the private members, I have to use double underscore to initialize the members in this. So here I am initializing price and brand as a private member, and the access is possible within the parent class only. I cannot access it using the derived class. So we'll see that. So here I am creating the object. Here I am creating the object, and if I run it, it will print the values. It will print the values 105 lakh, which is we have done over here. But if we try to create the access the object, it will throw an error. It will say that object has no attribute brand, which means I cannot access the private objects out of the using the objects, private variables, and I cannot access the derived class as well. So this will also throw an error, and that is what is meant by when we say that access is possible from own class but not from derived class. Protected members is somewhere in between the public and private members, and in protected members access is possible from own class, derived class, but not from object. So to initialize the variables as the protected variables, we have to use single underscore. So for private it is double underscore, for protected it is single underscore. So in case of single underscore, I am initializing the variables and I can use it from the derived class, but I cannot use it through an object. So if I try to access the price variable using the object, it will throw me an error. So it will say that the protected encap object has no attribute price. But if I try to access it using the derived class, it will give me the output like this. So this is the implementation of how we can implement the encapsulation. Encapsulation can be implemented in three ways: by way of public, private, and protected. And based on our needs, we can define the classes in that fashion. So with this, your classes is completed. So next topic which we'll be talking about is how we can work with strings and regular expressions. So please like, subscribe, and comment in the channel, and wait for the next topic. We'll be posting it shortly. So thank you, stay tuned and stay connected. Thank you.